Premier League predictions: Matchday 4, Forest will steal S point at the Emirates, the Cherries will beat Brighton 2-1, Sunderland will earn a point at Selhurst Park, Everton will beat Villa 2-1, Leeds will beat Fulham 1-0, Newcastle will beat Wolves 3-1, West Ham and Spurs will end in a stalemate, Chelsea will beat Brentford 2-0, Liverpool will beat Burnley 3-1 and United will earn all 3 points at the Etihad with a 2-1 victory. This is how the table will look at the end of the round. So Arsenal brushed Forest today. Arsenal cruised to a 3-0 victory over Nottingham Forest at the Emirates to move back to the top of the Premier League table. Martin Zubimendi opened the scoring in the first half with a stunning volley from a Madueke corner, before Eberechiez set up Victor Gyökeres for a simple tap-in just after the restart. Zubimendi then sealed the win with a towering header late on. Arsenal dominated throughout, generating far more chances than Forest, who only threatened when Chris Wood hit the bar. Noni Madueke impressed with his creativity and direct play, while Arsenal's depth shone as substitutes like Trossard contributed. Ange Postecoglou's first match in charge of Forest ended in disappointment, with his side dropping to 14th, while Arsenal bounced back strongly from their loss to Liverpool. Other results include Bournemouth beating Brighton 2-1, Palace and Sunderland ending in a stalemate, Everton and Wolves ending with the same result and Fulham and Newcastle beating Leeds and Wolves respectively. So Spurs impressed versus West Ham today. After a goalless first half, Spurs struck quickly after the restart as Xavi Simon's corner found Pape Sarr, who headed in the opener. Minutes later, West Ham's Soucek was sent off for a dangerous challenge on Palhinha, and Spurs capitalized. Christian Romero launched a long pass that Lucas Bergwall converted with a looping header before Bergwall set up Mickey van de Ven to fire in the third. Spurs were clinical, registering an XG of 1.29 compared to West Ham's 0.60, and looked in control throughout. The win lifts Tottenham to second in the Premier League table, level on points with Arsenal, while West Ham slumped to 18th after 4 games. Graham Potter's side offered little threat beyond Bowen's second-half effort, and the red card sealed their fate. Spurs now turn to Champions League duty against Villarreal, while West Ham face Crystal Palace in another London derby. So Brentford stole a point from Chelsea today. Brentford took the lead in the first half when Jordan Henderson's pinpoint long ball found Kevin Shade, who finished calmly past Sanchez. Chelsea looked flat before Maresca made bold substitutions, and they paid off. João Pedro set up Cole Palmer to equalise with a composed strike. Moises Caicedo then fired Chelsea ahead with a thunderous effort into the top corner, seemingly sealing the win. But deep into stoppage time, Brentford struck back. A long throw was flicked on by Adja and met by Fabio Carvalho, who tucked home at the back post to rescue a point. Chelsea dominated possession, 67%, but Brentford edged XG, 1.41 to 1.22, showing their efficiency. The result leaves Chelsea in 5th, while Brentford climbed to 12th. Chelsea now travel to Manchester United, while Brentford face Fulham away. So Liverpool stole all 3 points from Burnley today. Liverpool were rubbish going forward for most of the match, with Burnley defending superbly and frustrating their attack, as Wirtz, Salah, and Ekitike struggled to make an impact. Despite enjoying over 78% possession and creating few clear chances, the Reds were rescued late on when Mejbri handled Frimpong's cross in stoppage time. Salah kept his nerve from the penalty spot in the 95th minute, sealing a dramatic 1-0 win that lifted Liverpool back to the top of the Premier League table. Burnley, who had looked set for a defensive masterclass, were left heartbroken and remained 17th, while Liverpool extended the perfect start to the season ahead of the Champions League clash with Atletico Madrid. So City eased past United today. City dominated the Manchester derby with a comfortable 3-0 win, showcasing their superiority despite not being flawless. Doku was outstanding, setting up Foden's opener and assisting Haaland first strike as the Norwegian striker bagged a brace on his 150th City appearance. United struggled badly throughout, squandering rare chances through Casemiro, Ahmad, Mbeumo, and Dorgu, while new keeper Donnarumma produced key saves to deny them. Bayindir prevented further embarrassment with some good stops, but United's lack of cutting edge summed up the tame display. City's intricate play and attacking sharpness ensured a deserved victory at the Etihad. So these were my terrible Premier League Game Week 4 prediction and these were the actual results. As you can see, the only one I got right was the Bournemouth win. This my predicted table and this is the actual table. Check out my YouTube for more content.